Hi guys, good evening all of you. My name is Dr. Sarika Sanekar and you are watching Botany class. In this video, we are going to discuss about the typical parts of flower. As we know that flower is completely colorful structure bearing many floral parts. Discuss one by one. Normally, see, it's the structure of common flower parts. Normally, typical flower has made three parts. Which three parts? The first part is the pedicel, second part is the thalamus, and remaining whole parts is the floral whorl. First, discussing about the pedicel. Pedicel is the stalk of this flower. Stalk of the flower called as the pedicel. And second part is the thalamus. This is the part of thalamus above the pedicel or tip of pedicel. It's the swelling region called as the thalamus, and remaining whole parts called as the floral whorls. These floral whorls is again two types. Which two types? The first is the accessory whorls and second one is the essential whorls. Accessory whorls is the second name, means non-essential. It consisting two parts. Which two parts? The first part is the calyx. You know the calyx? See, this is the first part is the calyx. Calyx is the first and outermost part of this, the floral whorl, not a flower, because flower first part is the pedicel, and hence calyx is the first and outermost part of this, the floral whorl. This is the part of calyx, is the roughly name of this part. Okay. It is a green in color or individual part of this, the calyx, called as the sepal. What's the function of this, the calyx? The first function of this calyx is protection. This flower is in the bud condition or flower in bud condition. Its main function parole for this, the calyx, is protection. And second function, it's green color, or due to the green color, the second function is of course the photosynthesis. The second part of this, the floral whorls, accessory floral whorls, is the corolla. Corolla, it's the colorful part. Flower, more and more energy is based due to the formation of bright color. And corolla, or the individual part of this, the corolla, is called as of course petal, or petal or corolla is the second part of this, the flower whorls. What's the function of this, the corolla, or why the plant to produce more and more energy is wastage? It is, of course, it's the function, or this is the function, and the function is pollination, means to attract the insect for pollination. This is the main reason plant or flower more and more to waste the energy to form the bright color or to the attractive color. And the second function is the same, look like for this, the sepal or the calyx, means to protect the floral whorls in bud condition. This is the accessory whorls. You know the accessory whorl means calyx and corolla is the accessory whorl, or what's the main thing of this, the accessory whorl means those parts does not directly take part in the sexual reproduction called as the accessory whorls. And what's the essential whorls? Remaining part of this, the flower, is of course the essential whorls, is the androecium and gynoecium. Both are the reproductive part. Means what's the definition of this, the essential? Those whorl or those parts is directly participation in the sexual reproduction called as the essential floral whorls. Of course, it consisting is the two parts. The first part is the androecium. See, this is the androecium parts, and second one is the gynoecium. What's the androecium? Androecium is the male reproductive part, and of course it is the third part of this, the floral whorl. A single part of this, the individual part of this, the androecium, called as the stamen. And to study the single part of this, the stamen, it's the very roughly diagram of this, the stamen. It consisting in three parts. Which three parts? The first part is called as the anther. Second part is called as the filament, and third part is called as the connective. First, discussing about this, the anther. What's the anther? Anther, the tip of this, the stamen, called as the anther. Anther is its structure is the bilobe anther. And the main function of this, the anther, to produce the large amount of this, the pollen grain. It's the stalk of this, the anther, or stalk of this, the stamen, called as the filament. Its main function is the supporting, and anther and filament both are connect to each other. This is the connective. The last and innermost part of the flower, not the floral, because it's the last part. This is called as the gynoecium. Gynoecium is also called as the pistil or carpel. Is the structure of this, the gynoecium. In this gynoecium or pistil, the single structure of this, the pistil, is the very roughly structure about this, the pistil. To see the look like for this, the pistil, or it is also called as the carpel. It consisting again there the three parts. Which three parts? This is the first part called as the stigma. This is the second part called as the style, and last one is called as the ovary. This ovary, it consisting the ova. What's the function of this? The both of these, the stigma, style, and ovary. The first function about this, the stigma, it receives the pollen grain. In processing of pollination, pollination means what? Is the anther. Anther to produce this, like the numbers of this, the pollen grain. These pollen grain are transferred from anther to the stigma. This process is called as the pollination. And after the pollination, numbers of these, the pollen grain, these pollen grains are received the stigma. In stigma, or stigma is a sticky nature. It's a sticky fluid, gelatinous fluid to secrete, because they are easily to catch the numbers of this, the pollen grain, for the process of fertilization. And after this pollen grains is receiving, or the main function to receive the pollen grain. What's the function of this, the style? This receiving pollen grain or germinating this pollen grain are transferring, migrate goes toward the ovary, or migrate goes toward the ova. And ova is the female gamete, of course. And what's the function of this, the ova? Ova to produce the numbers of the ovary. Main the function of this, the ovary, to produce the ova. Ova is the female gamete. And last one, this development of this, the germinating this pollen grain is migrate goes toward the ova. And finally, fertilization is occurs. What's the fertilization? Fertilization means the fusion of male and female gamete takes place. This concept is the fertilization.